involved in politics for a long time and was very, very active in helping to elect Obama both times. And I was one of the people who, in 2012, was saying, yeah, you know, I like Jill Green, but I think, you know, I don't think that we can afford to like take this chance because Mitt Romney is so bad. I was totally that Kool-Aid drinker. And I look back, you know, and in these last 4 years, I sort of had this progression of thought that made me realize that as long as, you know, this sort of monopolistic hold on the political system exists, that a third party, that real solutions in a third party is never going to be able to bubble up past that. And so this year, I really started to see that unless we break out of that, unless we make really bold, intrepid moves towards breaking out of that, that we are doomed to repeat this cycle over and over again. I was one of the Bernie delegates at the DNC. You may have seen me on the front page of the New York Post with the silenced tape across my mouth. When I was there, my main mission was to try to take as many shots at the Democratic Party as I possibly could, and to try to give them a black eye. So where I'm, you know, I think in the work that I've done in politics and in advocacy orgs, coming into the Green Party as a totally new and humble person, what I see is that we've got a branding problem. You know, I think that we really have a branding problem in terms of the sort of general public being able to not only just like take us seriously, but have faith that if they put their weight behind us, that it's going to be rewarded with wins and with real structural change. And so, you know, one of the ways that we see locally that we might be able to make progress towards fixing that branding problem is by, at first, at least in this first year of our existence, not focusing on electoral things, local seats, anything like that, but actually just focus on doing the work, focus on doing good work locally, having sort of a flagship project that puts our principles into action. Our first project is the Clean Water Initiative, where we do random testing for lead, which we think is especially germane to what's going on right now with what happened in Flint, with the lead that was found in Milwaukee, and to be able to just exist with that program as a sort of early warning system, an extra layer of protection, so that if something is found, we can get to work on it earlier than the 3 years, every 3 years that our municipal system tests for lead. So what that does is it not only gives us a chance to put our principles into action in a useful way, but it gives us a chance to have this flagship project to market ourselves around, and to keep in touch with the people out in the community. And what we're hoping is that by the time we get these projects underway and the community knows us for them, that when we go knock on their door the next time we've got a candidate running, they're not saying like, oh, that crazy Green Party, you know, like knocked on my door, they're trying to get me to vote for somebody who I don't think has a chance. Instead they're saying, oh, I've been hearing about the Green Party. They did this really cool thing, helping us watch out for our water locally. And, you know, they've got a little different frame of reference for us than just thinking that we're upsetting, you know, their two-party system or trying to be spoilers. So I think, you know, small actions like that are going to do a lot in the interim to help us get to the point where we have that trust and we have their faith. So that's, you know, just, I think let's work on our branding.